Alrighty, looks like we are live streaming right here on YouTube. If you're watching the archive stream, I am back from the Destiny Community Summit, and we're going to do a little bit of debriefing. Keep in mind, I'm still under strict NDA, and we'll be being very, very vague, guys. So I'll be able to talk about a number of things that I had in terms of impressions, things that were asked of Bungie, as well as general thoughts on this new game mode that I played. And what else we have here? Just checking, double checking, triple checking my NDA. Let's see, how do I feel about upcoming changes? I could talk about that too. What's up, everybody in chat? All right, I see chat filling up right now. If you guys could smash that like button, that would be sweet. I know you guys hate this when I do this at the beginning, but let me tweet this out so I can get this out. And if you want to watch it on YouTube Gaming, it looks hands down a million times better. Zartu, what's up, sponsor? DSM Greg, what's going on? How you doing? The summit was great, DSM Greg. It was awesome, man. It was the most unique experience I ever had visiting Bungie Studios. This was my 10th time that I've gone to something like this before, and this definitely was by far the most unique experience, because previous experiences were, prior to a content launch or something like that. It was more about, just showing up, learning what new content is, recording it, and then from there, uploading it to the channel, making lots of videos on it. This was completely different. A good full day and a half was spent strictly on giving Bungie feedback. And that's what we're going to talk about in today's live stream today. And let me go back to chat. Hold on, just posting this one more time, folks. In good old my Bookface community, my Destiny PS4 Facebook community, which if you need a fire team to find people to play with over on PS4, look up Destiny PS4 Facebook community. A lot of people use it as an LFG as opposed to just going to whatchamacallit, like a regular website where you could say, hey, my name is XYZ, and that's it. All right, so hold on, let me just get this. And then I really want to just take a bunch of your questions, actually, and be as vague as possible, of course. All right, I am back in chat. Here we go. Let's see. Console Play, what's up, dude? God Mode LMG. Time Splitter, what's up there, sponsors? What else we got here? Zartu, I like those Warmind emojis there. That's from one of the emblems I found in the database that's already out there, so that's not anything new. Don't worry. Welcome back. Thank you, Console Play. What's up? Devin, how do you get an engram? You should know that by now. Still practicing MMA? Yes, Wrecker, I am still practicing. In fact, I got to go to the gym tomorrow because I feel gross from not going to the gym for a few days and eating hotel food. And I really want to get back and do some training tomorrow, do some serious bag work. What's up, Chris? 3711. Thanks for being a sponsor. So Mesa, is this going to be okay? Here we go. So let's just start off with some questions as I just kind of wander around and shoot aliens here, because we are on IO and the flashpoint is IO. Oh, wait, actually, let me send this link real quick to my lovely girlfriend because she's at home, and let me send it to her right now. Here you go, Honey Bunny. Yes, I call my girlfriend Honey Bunny. I got that from Pulp Fiction. Okay, so Ali Kazan says, so Mesa, how are you feeling about the future of Destiny 2? I feel much better leaving this summit than I did going into it. You guys have known me for the most part. I've been a positive Pete the whole time, basing it solely on track record of what they did with D1 for the first year, and now with what we discussed with them and what they shared with us, which I can't share what they shared with us. I know that's redundant, right? I'm really excited. I literally have zero worries about this game. Zero worries. Okay, God Mode LMG. Did the new game mode have anything to do with the raid? Can't answer that question. I can kind of just reiterate what I said on stream. Well, I'm sorry, in my video the other day about the new game mode that I played. The game mode was something that I wanted to play over and over. I wanted to grind it over and over, and it definitely was more unique than any game mode we've ever had within Destiny 1 or Destiny 2. I could say that. It was a lot of fun. What else can I say about it with being very, very vague? I think it was different than anything I think other franchises have done with certain game modes. I'll say that. And I'm really looking forward to whenever that particular game mode comes out. Some other questions. Console play. Probably going to try to stick to sponsors first and super chats if we can. Let's see. So console play. All right. So God mode, we got you. Let's see. Console play. What'd you say? Okay. Your opinion. What's your take on what they're doing with exotics? Okay. Very excited. I will have more to reveal to you at a later date. Can't say when. About what they're doing with exotics. What masterwork exotics are going to be like. We're already getting some teases on these masterwork exotics. If you've been watching the This Week at Bungie's, the Bungie Instagram, the Bungie. Is there a public event anywhere I can go? Let's see. There's one over in Giant Scar. The those videos where they showed the Rat King, where they showed Graviton Lance. In my opinion, exotics are becoming truly exotic. Okay, it's because let's face it, right now, in terms of exotics, what's the real reason for me to use them? You know, right now it's just I use Vigilance Wing for PvP. I'll use Mida for PvE because Scout Rifle's got a buff and damage. But for the most part, my loadout's still going to be like auto rifles, like Masterworks, basically. You know, so hopefully that answers that question. What's up there? Let's see who else. Jabo895. Zar2 says, understanding you won't name drop, but did anybody take the opportunity to just complain and not be productive? No, actually, it was really good, guys. And let's talk about how it actually went down. This was the first time we actually had not only all of us in one room with Bungie developers, talking with them and asking them questions, creating a dialogue with them, talking about player experiences, and not blowing smoke up their rear ends, okay? There was a lot of people saying this is going to be a shill event, this is going to be some sort of PR stunt. No, this is them sitting down. Did we just get a new sponsor? Hold on. New sponsor, Brian Glenn. Welcome, sir. Thank you so much, guys. I've chat kind of up a little bit. Everyone give Brian there. Well, hold on, let me get Brian a bunch of hype emojis and some Warmind emojis there, or the Warmind symbol that is. Hype, hype, hype. Go right there. So I'm just I have chat up a little bit so that I could I don't miss the sponsor questions here. So about complaining and being productive. No, I mean, we were asking, as I said in the video the other day, we were asking the uncomfortable questions. I don't like XYZ. Why did you... Well, actually, we didn't really focus on why. I mean, a few times people asked, why did you choose to do XYZ? But let's be frank, guys. We were focused. The community that was there was focused on the future of Destiny 2. Not why did you do XYZ? What can we do about XYZ? That was more of the discussion on the table, was what can we do to change XYZ from a player experience that it is now to a better overall player experience. But very, very productive. And I also got to say, I was impressed by the professionalism of a lot of the community members. You know, you don't know. I mean, I don't know a lot of these people. I mean, I saw a lot of friends there and people that I've met at previous events. And a lot of people I've never met. I've just seen them on their, you know, like Twitch streams. And of course, you get a stereotype about them. You know, you generalize things about them. And I got to say, they were really awesome. Really, really cool people. And with really good suggestions, really good questions. And I think we got a lot done, actually. So, all right, let me scroll down and look for another question here. Time Splitter, do you have a question? Let's see. Welcome to the army, Brian. Okay, Chris37. Hold on, let me see. I don't want to miss it. Here we go. Chris3711 says, "What was your overall opinion as a whole, especially that the few that walked away? That felt that they walked away." Okay, well, the goal, which has been stated numerous times by Bungie themselves, is they want to return Destiny 2 to the hobby that the franchise once was. And all of the questions and all of the things that we asked, hold on, for those guys here. I slur my words here because I have a slight lisp. A lot of the things we asked them were regards. Can I form a spire here? Yeah. We're mainly asked about, you know, returning it to a hobby and really giving us a reason to log in weekly, giving us a reason to log in daily, giving us a that player experience where We wanted something so bad and freaked out when we actually got it. And I think we're getting just a slight... We're getting a slight taste of it, I feel, right now with things like the D.F.A. or the sniper for the Pyramidian Strike. All right, let me move down here. What's up, Bautista? Let's see. All right, we move down here a little bit. Get another question here. That New York and you... Oh, Chris, you're from Boston? Did you say park the car? Alright, are we not protecting this, whatchamacallit? Alright, well, hold on. Let's see. Hey, Mesa. Are the new enemy actually new? You'll learn more this week, because on April 24th, which is Tuesday, they'll be live streaming the reveal of Warmind. And if you don't know, and you can't watch it on Twitch, I already got permission from Activision. I will be streaming their stream on YouTube right here. And I will be talking from time to time, not the entire time, commenting on things. But it'll be more like I'll be streaming it, we'll watch it together, I'll be recording it at the same time, and then we can all debrief and talk about what we saw and what they revealed with the stream. Let's see, what else we got here? Will there be any secrets coming in Destiny 2? That's a topic we definitely talked about. It's something that we spent at length talking with them about. Hey, we talked about the Black Spindle quests. We talk about we talked about things where, hey, just out of nowhere something popped up, and we as a community had to figure out and had absolutely no idea what the heck to do. But as a community, it was pretty much, I'm going to go on a record and say, safe to say that it was the consensus. We all love the fact when some sort of secret pops up and the community has to figure it out, and everyone's going crazy over on Reddit and in YouTube videos and streaming, and everyone's just trying to figure out, all right, how do we crack this code? And when we do crack this code, what are we going to get in return? And will it lead to other steps? Are there more things to do to get XYZ? Those are some of the conversations that we had, which was really cool. All right, let me scroll down a little bit here. What else? New sponsor, Rebel Wild. Thank you so much for being a sponsor. Everyone give him some Cade 6 thumbs up, some Max hellos, and a few other hype emojis as I try to play, not die, and type and chat at the same time. It's a quick question. Which direction do you think Destiny 2 is headed in? That's a vague question, so I'll respond with a vague answer. I think it's going in the right direction. I think it's going in a good direction. I think it's going into a direction that I personally am going to be very happy with, and I think a lot of you that are part of my core audience are probably going to be very happy as well, I think. PRDG says, what exactly was the summit? Well, the summit was the first time Bungie and Activision, well, it was really more Bungie, I think, that, well, actually, I don't know who actually prompted the whole thing, but Activision Bungie brought in numerous people from the community, whether it was people from podcasts, people that are just, I guess, well-known in the community for having ideas and opinions, streamers, all sorts of stuff, to come in Bungie and basically have sit-down conversations with them to make the game better. And there were times where the entire group of us were basically grilling them, basically asking them a lot of uncomfortable questions, but then also talking about some solutions. And then we actually had completely separate breakouts with different teams with Bungie, within Bungie. I'm being vague again here. Don't mind me. To have more discussions and get into more, kind of, as we used to say in the business world, deep dive into things. And I'm running out of energy ammo because I use energy ammo too much. Let's see. I'm looking through questions here. When does your NDA expire? When can you tell us everything? Well, I could say there's a number of NDAs. I could say there's a number of things I could share at later dates. I can't say if I can share everything. I could say that there's other NDAs, and there's going to be more stuff for me to share at other dates. Let's just say you want to turn on that's me saying you want to turn on notifications and follow me on Twitter and Instagram, because I tease a lot of stuff on Instagram and I tease a lot of stuff on Twitter, and then obviously when I post on YouTube, then you get the full fix here. Did they say why Luke was not there? I mean, he is the game director, so who's to say anything that was said at the summit will happen? Not trying to be mean. Luke had other things going on. I'll just leave it at that. I did connect with Luke. I'm not going to say what I connected about with him, but he wasn't able to be there. Destroyer, what's up, dude? Hey, Mesa, I hope your trip was good. I'm a little late to the stream. I heard about the new mode. I'm pumped about it, man. I am pumped too, man. I can't wait to talk about it more at a later date. Like K-Dub said, I always have vault issues. Are we still looking at an increase of 50? Well, right now, I believe on the roadmap, they're still saying 50 for 1.2.0, I believe. I don't have the update right in front of me right now. Let's see, is there another public event going on? Oh, I forgot Zur is in town. Hey, I didn't do my Zur video for this week. I have no idea what's he selling. Let's do a quick impromptu Zur video. Well, not really. Hey, Rebel Wild. What's going on? Thank you for being a sponsor. Hold on. Let's go see what Zur has, which is probably the usual crap. That's it. Okay. I could talk about questions I asked. I asked for Zur to be more relevant. There was this... Oh, Vigilance Wing. Everyone's buying this one this week. Foe Tracer. Love that helmet. Peacekeepers. Reload submachine guns. Submachine guns now do a lot more damage in PvE since 1.1.4, and I don't have these. Maybe I should buy them. Oh, Vesper Radius. I freaking love this thing, especially in the raid. Especially in the raid. When you're in the throne room doing DPS on Callus, you get so many rifts. You can get a rift on like all 4 plates if you play your cards right. What are the questions here? I'm scrolling up on chat here to make sure I don't miss anything here. That's cool. At least I put in effort. Do you know if there will be another one in the summer or after the September expansion? That was something talked about for sure. That that we all left there feeling like this was very productive. I've got a journal here. I'm flipping the pages here with probably 40 pages of notes. Okay, tons. I was Mr. Scribe there. I just wrote everything and everything down. But back to what I was saying. Something I brought up was Zur. You know, I brought up some. Let's see, how do I word this correctly? I brought up something I would like for Zur to sell. I didn't really get an answer from it, but well, I'll just say it. But because I can't tell you the answer. I think Zur should sell Masterwork cores. They didn't really give me an answer on that one, but I think Zur needs to become more relevant. As of right now, when it comes to exotics, he shows up, he sells the same thing, whereas within D1, he was a little more valuable. All right, let me scroll down a little bit here. Oh, Shannon D, thank you for the donation. And also, if you send a super chat with a donation, you could post a question, a sentence, anything you want, and everyone will see it on stream. Rebel Wild, any new subclass talk? Any new subclass talk? How can I be vague about that? We asked questions about new subclasses. I could say that. And we received answers. I could say that. But I can't say anything more than that. What else? Can we... Breezes Christ says, can we be confident that Luke will go... do a good job on D3, seeing that he directed D2 at first? Well, as of right now, we don't know what anyone's real roles are. What we've seen from previous DLCs, from previous, well, obviously the release of Destiny 2, Luke Smith and Mark Noseworthy. Where is this public event? If this is the Taken one, I got to put Wardcliff Coil on, because if I run into blueberries that shoot everything inside the bubbles, yeah, let me put Wardcliff Coil on right now, because I don't want to run into folks that don't know how to activate the heroic. Let's see. I'm sorry, Chris3711, man. I got to be vague, but hey, let's just say I'm really excited. And as I said in the other video, zero worries. You know what? Zero worries. Because we're going to be in for a good 2018. That I will go on record. In my opinion, I feel like we're going to be in for a good 2018. Jared says, is Destiny looking like it's going to be saved? Yeah. Mm-hmm. We Game Loco says, hashtag we made it to the live chat. Good, thank you. Can you say that loot will get better and more rewarding? That was a big discussion. Big discussion. I can't answer, but I could say that we You know, because especially someone like Athalion and myself, and actually I took the cab ride at 5 in the morning with Gathalion back to the airport. Gathalion's cool as a cucumber, actually. You know, to someone like Gathalion, see, I kind of see Gathalion is somewhat like me when it comes to what we like in video games, which is looter shooters. We like to grind, we like to hunt for loot. You know, Goth comes from a big Borderlands background. He and I both loved The Division. I mean, I was obsessed with The Division. A lot of you guys didn't know this if you're new subscribers, but I grinded and posted and streamed The Division nonstop for the first like 6 months that it came out. So that definitely was discussed a lot. God Mode MLG sponsor says, is the loot quantity fixed, i.e. more carrots? That was discussed. I can't say whether it was fixed or will be fixed, but we talked about we want more carrots. We want loot to be more meaningful. That's another big thing. We discussed that when you get loot now in the game, it's kind of like, all right, I got it, and there's no scream. You know, do you guys remember the scream you had when you got Red Death in year 1 from, or I'm sorry, I'm speaking from my experiences here. All right, it is a Taken Blight one. My scream of joy when the Death Singer gave me Red Death for the first time. Or when, here it is right here. Or when Crota gave me my first Hawk Moon. Or when Crota gave me Galahorn. Atheon was not so nice to me. It was always Crota that was really, really nice to me. So we talked a lot about the importance of loot and the importance of making us come back to play over and over, so that loot is more important to us as a player, is more exciting. All right, nice. We got the blight to go up. Cool. There we go. Did I have the best hair at the summit? Actually, one of the developers, it was actually it was Josh Hamrick when I said hi to him. He's like, "Oh, hey, Mesa Sean." He's like, "I recognize you by the hair." I was like, "Thanks." I was like, "What is it?" You know, people think that I do my hair like this on purpose. That's just the way my hair is. Even if I did nothing to it, and I don't really do anything to it except put a little pomade in it, it's just I naturally have a coif.
Another day.
I don't know what to do with it. Oh man.
Go on.
What do I think of the raid? The Leviathan? I like it. What else? Let's see. What other questions? Are there going to be more things for people to do that don't do raids and nightfalls? That's a hard question to ask. That was brought up. A lot of our discussion was brought up more to cater to everybody, but really more important to cater to the people that want to invest a lot of time in. If you saw, and I didn't go into detail in the latest This Week at Bungie, but we could see that they are making the grind to max power level for Warmind a bit more of a grind, which I think is good. I think that's a big contention in the community, and something that we talked about at nauseum, was it simply was just too darn easy to get to max power level. And granted, power level is just a number, but also if you read Tomo's part with regards to, was it match game, or how shields are going to work, or basically how enemies are going to react to us as players, you know, power is going to seem like it's going to mean a little bit more, I think. That's the vibe I got from the last blog posts and This Week at Bungie's. All right, let me go back to, you know what, I'll just stay on Warcliffe Coil. Warcliffe Coil is fun. What else we got here? Did you get the, hold on, let me pop this thing. Did you get the impression that this year D2 will basically be much of the same while they work on changes, and next year, when D2 will be starting, will be the game we want? Let's see, how do I answer that one? Did you get the impression that D2 will basically be much of the same? No. D2 is evolving. I think with 1.4, it evolved. I think with 1.2, we'll see more evolvement. And I think when the summer hits, we're going to see more evolvement. And then when September hits, we will see even more evolvement. I will tell you this. We spent a lot of time discussing and going back and forth with Bungie. I mean, and those guys, the Bungie guys, they're troopers, man. You know, they weren't there to just listen and take notes. They were there to have a dialogue, to present us with some ideas, have some ideas shot down, have some ideas saying, hey, geez Louise, that works, you know? But if you look at the roadmap, September, records, weapon slot changes and weapon randomization. We spent, I'd say, easily 2 hours in one breakout session discussing weapon slot changes and weapon randomization. And pretty much, I left that breakout session extremely happy. I will say that. I left that session very, very happy. Hey, Michael. What's up, Michael? Thank you for being a sponsor. Let's see. Evolvement is called evolution. I know. English is not my mother tongue. What movie is that from? Spinal Tap? When Spinal Tap met Metallica, one of the guys goes, he's like, English is not his mother's tongue. But of course he cut his mother's tongue. I was just making more console laugh the whole time with me trying to do a British accent. Him and Unknown Play. Oh, and actually Unknown Play was a Rolex fan like me. He was wearing his, he's got a beautiful Datejust too from the 90s. And I was rocking my GMT Master BLNR Batman. E-Money Bags. What's up, dude? Thank you for being a sponsor, sir. What's going on? Do you like 6v6 Iron Banner? Funny you should say that. Before the summit, actually, I ran into a certain developer, and that certain developer is part of the Crucible, and that's the first question he asked me, was, what do you think of Iron Banner? So that's outside the summit, so I can talk about that. I told him, I said, I like it. I like 6s. I still do like 4s. I felt it's a little chaotic. But I did say I would like to see larger maps from moving forward if we continue the route with 6v6 Iron Banner, or even 6v6 if they choose to do it with other things. I feel the maps sometimes are a little small. One thing I was trying to figure out, and actually I couldn't get an answer from, but I did ask, it was, when we look at maps like Burnout, which is obviously D2's version of Burning Shrine, all right, doesn't this guy know you can't step in the Vex goo once those guys die? And maps like Distant Shore, are they literally the same distance and same length and everything from Shores of Time? I feel like they're smaller, and that was something I couldn't quite get some clarification on. Because I feel like in Distant Shore in D2, I can run from A to C fairly quickly. Whereas I always remember in D1, it was kind of a haul. So I think they are a little small. But I do think the maps need to be a little bit bigger for 6v6. That's my opinion. Okay, Chris. Okay, Chris3711. Okay, one more question, and this one is very important. Did you guys go out for beers, and who can't handle the liquor? Well, I don't drink, so I didn't go out for beers, but I know a whole bunch of them did, and I think a bunch of them were pretty hungover the next day. One thing that really surprised me, off topic here, is I don't consume certain substances that are legal in Seattle, and walking back to my hotel room after dinner, everyone on the streets was consuming that substance, and I was like, this is ridiculous, okay? I mean, I'm not into that stuff. I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I train in Muay Thai, I eat lots of protein and vegetables, and that's just the lifestyle I live. I don't judge people if they do that, but I thought it was pretty funny that seeing that Seattle, I guess it's legal recreationally or whatever. I don't know. I'm going off on a tangent here. Now, do I pronounce your name Zeke or Zake Cobb? Because you're a new sponsor, and thank you for being a sponsor. I love watching your vids, bro. Keep it up. Would you say that as a whole, both PvE and PvP are evenly being changed? Yes. That was something that was brought up majorly in lots of discussion breakouts, was how to make the PvE folks happy and how to make the PvP folks happy. Because let's be frank, guys, they're, you know, I'm going to say they're two different audiences. You know, there's some streamers who only like and enjoy PvP. They enjoy the experience of hero moments. Then there's people like myself who love it all, man. I mean, I'd say for myself, I'm an 80% PvE person, 20% PvP. I love playing PvP more now with 1.1.4 because I just love the new meta. But at the end of it, I like shooting aliens and I like getting rewarded for it. What else we got here? Hey, Geek Girl. Thank you. Thank you for being a sponsor and being in chat. What shader do I have on? I think it's one of the Omelan red ones. I don't know. What do I have? Oh, Oh, Zeke, you are a new sponsor. Okay, Zeke Cobb. Zeke, could you tell me how I spell your name, sir? Hold on. We all got to give you some hype emojis. If you're a sponsor, you could use emojis. So we got some Kate 6, we got some Max Hellos, and I'm going to give you some exotic engrams. And hopefully those exotic engrams turn into something. So, at Zeke. And if you could put in chat how I pronounce your first name so I can pronounce your name correctly. All right, let's see. David, any mentions of clans? Whoa, funny you should ask that question. We discussed at length about the clan engram system and how it's working. And how we feel when you log in, you're getting powerful gear that you didn't really work for. And we don't exactly think that's a great player experience. It's cool that you can get stuff that you didn't necessarily have or you would want. Like, for instance, let me change up my gear a little bit. Hold on, let me put this Minotaur's laying into me here. I love this. Another new sponsor. Iron. Is it Iron that I say? Hold on. You guys are just crushing it today. Iron, thank you so much for being a sponsor. Welcome to the Mesa Army. Let me give you a bunch of hello. Enjoy your exotic emotes. I changed the emotes per stream. So if we're doing like Guardian Radio, there'll be Guardian Radio emojis, and then if there's if I'm doing the raids, there'll be some rage emojis. Okay, like geek. Okay, Zeke. Thank you, Zeke. Zeke Cobb, welcome to the Mesa Army, sir. Thank you so much. Oh, question I was answering. What question was I? Okay, so clan engrams. Yeah, so we discussed basically, like, it's cool to get things, but, I mean, people can basically reach max power way too quickly with clan engrams, and if they're in an active clan, they don't have to do anything, and they're going to get powerful gear really fast. Now, it's cool if you want to get some certain things. Like, I waited a good month before I got this bad boy here. I'm going to put that on, which I love this thing. Why? Because it's a KINETIC version of my beloved Manananan. So I'm pretty stoked about that. But we discussed at length about that. Just picked up the Relentless Knight from Game 7. It's awesome. Nice, man. Matt, thank you for the donation. Did you guess all the? Did you get to ask all the questions you wanted to? Yeah, I took all of the. I took screenshots actually of everything you guys put in that one Destiny Summit video that I put up, where you, the Mesa Army, brought up questions and things that you wanted to know about from them, and I didn't print them out, but I kept them all on my phone and put them into my Notes app on my iPhone. I have full ammo here. Hold on, run over you. So yeah, I feel like I did get all my questions answered, for the most part. And then stuff that was not answered directly, was not just left open as to, okay, we'll come back and revisit that. It turned into a discussion of, well, what are some possible solutions for that question and how we can improve that particular thing that you asked about. I know I'm being vague there. Did anyone discuss the return to the original planets? You know what? I don't think that got brought up. Let's see. Geek Girl says, okay, I like the idea of clan rewards, not alike of people, not talking advantage of the clan system, still asking for matchmaking, raids, and Nightfall. Mike Baloney, sorry, dude, I missed your question. He said, dude, I commented about lore a few minutes ago. You must have missed it. You think lore will return or not? There was very, very lengthy discussions. Mylan Games was there, and if you don't know Mylan Games, check him out on YouTube. He is an amazing lore master. Just listening to his voice tell me lore, telling me lore, is a very pleasant experience. And he was there, and yes, a very in-depth question to make the lore more. How do I word this without giving anything away? Making the lore very interesting, accessible, and making it something that we want to learn about. That's the stuff that was brought up to the Bungie developers. Did anyone mention how many members of Bungie are working on Destiny 2? A lot. I don't know how many, but well, I mean, like, we didn't ask, but I mean, the vibe I got was most of the studio is focused on D2. That's the vibe that I got. Let's see. Did you get to experience the story of the next expansion? Is it darker than Osiris? Cooler? More interesting? I will let you know about that shortly. I can't give you an exact date, but let's just say, well, something's going down on Tuesday, April 24th. That's going to be the next reveal stream for... why did they go flying when you pop them with a Wardcliff coil? Where's this minnow? Where are you? Oh, come here, sweetie. I got some more for you. There you go. You got wasted. Did you drop any heavy for me? Well, I can say April 24th. I'll say this. April 24th, at a certain time frame in the afternoon, you might want to turn on notifications or be watching my channel. Well, I'll be streaming the Bungie reveal. I got permission from Activision. I will be streaming the Bungie stream on YouTube, but also commentating and talking about things that they reveal as we learn more about. I don't know why I just feel like shooting these guys at Wardcliff, because I like Wardcliff. As we learn more about Warmind. I will say this about Warmind. I'm old, so... Do you guys ever remember the MTV show that used to be called MTV Diary, where they took a celebrity and they followed them around with like cameras and stuff so that you could see what it was like to really go through what they go through? Life's so hard when you're making millions of dollars and are famous. Life's so difficult. You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, they used to start off the show with, "You think you know, but you have no idea." That's all I'm going to say about Warmind, is you think you know, but you have no idea. That's my little tease there. Brian Glenn, looking forward to the exotic changes as well, and the new Masterwork updates. Oh yeah, exotic Masterworks. We talked a lot about exotic Masterworks, and I left that conversation more happy than I ever thought I was going to be. More happy than I ever thought I was going to be. And I'm being vague there, of course. I play orange. Will I love this game again? Well, that's how... will you love this game? It depends on how you choose to play it. It depends on how you choose your Destiny 2 experience. House Trials, was that mentioned? There was some talk on Trials. I kind of tapped out of the Trials conversations. I brought up that I preferred personally the 3v3 elimination process. I can't tell you what they told me for their answer for that. I brought up that I felt that Trials in D1 was a little more entertaining to watch from a viewer perspective, even though I was not exactly a big Trials player. And of course I was carried by numerous times. But William, thank you for the donation. William says, when do you think D2 will be fun as D1 was? Well, dude, I can't give you an exact time frame on when that will happen. I have an idea based on what I know, but I would be breaking NDA if I said or even ballparked a date. Just sit tight. That's all I gotta say is sit tight. Can't wait if I get a good drop, man. I'll let you know to test. Oh yeah, that's another thing, guys. If any of you get exotics from Warmind, because we are getting all new exotics, that's already like been posted and talked about. If you get any exotics and you would kindly let me use your account on PSN, I will give you a huge shout out and I will give you my undying love. And of course, add you to my friends list. But yeah, I really would love to review exotics on anyone's channel, because that's a big thing for me, and that really helps my channel. When Destiny 2 came out and when Curse of Osiris came out, you guys were crushing it with letting me use your accounts to to get exotic reviews out. And it was not just me jumping on for 15 minutes saying, hey, here's a new exotic. No, it was me taking that main perk or whatever that exotic does and going crazy with it and testing it in strikes, testing it on prestige things, testing it in PvP, and all sorts of shenanigans. There we go. All right, we got the blight. Destroyer. Let's see. Hold on. We got another. Hold on. There's a big boss here. Okay, there he is. Hold on. Destroyer, I'll get to your question in just a second here. Saw that donation come in. Saw text it. Let me just kill this big ugly taken dude. Okay, Destroyer says, what's your opinion on the room in the old lighthouse on Nessus? A couple of friends and I got inside, and it looks as if it can be a heroic lost sector. Another day, another day. You know what? Destroyer, I don't even know what that is, man. What, could you point me to a video or something? Opinion on a lighthouse of the old lighthouse on Nessus. Why don't I know about this? Do you mean the old lighthouse on Mercury? am I just Mesa failing, man? But you ended your question with Lost Sector, and that led into Cotton Tyler's donation. Thank you very much. Did y'all talk about better perks on weapons and armor? 100%. We talked a lot about making armor and weapons more unique. And that kind of ties into our questioning and discussions on weapon randomization, weapon slot changes. But basically, at the end of the day, look, guys, is this really unique here? That my armor has some mods in it. Okay, I'm playing solar, so I get some solar class abilities here. I get some increased reload for my kinetic, solar melees. I actually want to change that out. Most of my mods are all sitting in my vault here. Reduce recoil for kinetic weapon. I'm going to put that on there. I don't care about my solar melee. Yeah, Destroyer, if you could tweet me a video or something. So Nessa says the old lighthouse? How did I know that? Brian Glenn, against the Knight. Yes, go ahead. But don't delete my weapons. Yeah, no. That's the first thing I promise if I use anyone's account when I'm testing out things is I leave it exact. What I do is actually I take a screenshot of what your sensitivities are and all your settings are, and as soon as I'm done, I return everything back to the way it was, so I don't screw anything up. When will we find out about everything you talked about?
I trust you remember what to do.
In due time. Shane, do I live in Texas? No, I live in New York City. If you haven't noticed from my terrible New York accent. Actually, last night I did Tony the Titan from for Deej, and Deej was egging me on to make a video or to do it. I had this old bit. There's some foul language in it, so I'm not gonna do it right now. But it basically was like, it was a bit where I really turn up the New York accent. I'm like, it's Tony the Titan from the Bronx. Oh, I just killed myself there. And I have a whole bit about me going into killing this big effing bull antiseptic prime, and I go down, I draw my water dawn, and these two hunter snapperheads, they're using the throwing knives. They got no fucking. I'm sorry. All right, you know I'm gonna curse. So I look at these hunters. They got no fucking class, right? So I slam my big Titan bubble down. I take down the fallen walker. 1, 2, 3. Fallen walker's dead. It went over like Balls Marie. So I have this kind of New York bit that I do, but I sometimes try to hide my New York accent. Destroyer says, you sure it's an adventure? There's a block hologram wall, so you can go in, spinning things and gold beams and crazy stuff like that. Destroyer, if someone did a video on it or something, if you could tweet me it, man. Are you on Twitter, Destroyer? So I can take a look at it, man. Yeah, man. I mean, we you New Yorkers. I mean, like even my mother. My mother, she curses. She's from Brooklyn. And my dad's from Jackson Heights. They cursed. Guys, stop shooting everything inside the blight. No, did I? Oh, they killed the blight already? Alright. Oh, hold on, there's a blight over here. Alright, this hunter seems to know. No, don't kill them in there. Don't kill them in there. Actually, you know what? Can I pop this and get a buff? Yeah, there we go. Get some heavy damage on this thing. No. Time Splitter says, it's an adventure. Oh, okay, we got it to... There we go. Hi, Mr. Taken Dude. I don't think I have Empowering Rift on. I think I've got... Time Splitter, can you DM me that adventure? I'll go play it. Thank you for this little rally barricade here. This thing does not want to die. Rodney? Yes. It's big news that will be revealed in time. I'm just going to scroll back through chat. Chat goes really fast here, so I want to try to get through here. Let's see.
Another day, another taken champion.
That's IO dude. Let's go with the questions we got here.
Congratulate us.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, Time Splitter.
Spare you the horror of vague and
yeah, so Time Splitter, if
terrible things to the mind.
I'll play whatever you guys want to see right now. I'll switch to that.
Thank you.
That adventure. If you guys want me to. Did you guys talk about lost sectors and adventures and how to make them more rewarding? Alexander? Let's see, hold on. Alexander Leadeye? 100%. That was a big thing I brought up in front of one of the certain groups. New sponsor. Is that Blank Force? Or is that Black Force? Either way, you are a legend. Thank you so much. Man, you guys are crushing it tonight with new sponsors. Guys, thank God I stream on YouTube. You guys, hold on. Let's spam you with a bunch of KINETIC high fives. And I change the emojis based on whatever I'm doing. Whether it's new content, raids, DLC. Thank you so much for being a sponsor. Welcome to the Mesa Army. And thank you so much. Back to the question. Adventures and Lost Sectors. That was a big thing that we talked about in my Summit video comment section. And also something I brought up big time was I feel that Lost Sectors are probably one of the most unique things that came to the franchise, right? And I brought up actually one of the ones that are on IO. That one taken one that I think is right outside where did I spawn? Yeah, right where I spawn right here. Hold on. Yeah, right by Ugly Ashemir. This Lost Sector here, we'll see how many minutes we have to that, but when you go into the Lost Sector that's located here, I mean, it is beautiful. There's multiple levels to it. There's just, in fact, let's just go crush this one right now. Yeah, so like, I suggested a number of things. That one, Lost Sectors need to be brought in to either quests. They need to tie into possibly adventures. I suggested difficulties. I suggested specific loot that maybe comes from Lost Sectors. And I don't mean like, hey, do this Lost Sector, boom, you got yourself some loot. No. Perhaps there's certain things that if you do and grind Lost Sectors, and perhaps you can go into, and this is all just me providing, us, myself, and the other people chiming in on this, suggesting things to Bungie to do to Lost Sectors is make them relevant. Maybe you walk into one and you can, this is something that I suggested was that you can set up a difficulty for it, and based on that difficulty, you may have a chance at getting some sort of upgrade, some sort of specific weapon that would make you very happy. You wake up one day and then you find out, hey, this week Lost Sectors over on Nessus has a chance to drop this redonkulous pulse rifle. Let's all get in there. Michael, thank you for the donation. Will the new level grind be like D1 or a mix of Rise and Iron plus D2? That actually, I don't have the answer for, because right now, I was away when This Week at Bungie hit, but the vibe that I was reading from it, and what folks were chatting on Twitter was that on Twitter, I'm sorry, was that it's going to be more of a grind. It's not going to be the way it is currently, where you boom your max light, your max power, and then you're off and running. There's going to be more. It seems like Trials and Raids is going to be really the way, the fastest way to get to max power. And that's why Toast from. All right, here we go. Yeah, see, look at this. Like, this is just gorgeous. I mean, you have multiple levels to this Lost Sector. There's so much they can do with this. I mean, like, I even brought up a wacky idea. Like, what if you had some sort of horde mode thing where, all right, you used this particular Lost Sector, right? You got to the end of it. You killed something. Loot chest spawns. Then all of a sudden, all the entrances get sealed off, and just hordes of enemies come in. And you have to control certain parts of the Lost Sector and hold it down for a certain amount of seconds. And it gets insanely difficult. And then if you don't do it, no reward for you. That was just one of my wacky ideas I threw at them. What else? Let's see. Okay, Blank Face. Okay, Blank Face, that's how we pronounce your name? Okay, thank you very much for being a sponsor. Welcome to the Mesa Army. Much appreciated. And thank you for clarifying how to pronounce your name. I don't want to mess it up when I yell out your name on stream here. Where is the loot chest? Is it back here? Yeah, there it is. Burn up. Let's go. Is that public event still available? What time is it? 9 o'clock. Okay, I'm going to have to get off soon. So let me go to the tower, take a few more questions, and then I need to go to Chipotle to get my bowl with no rice, extra beans, double chicken, vegetables, lettuce, tomato, onions. What else? I get a little bit of cheese and a little bit of guacamole. What else? Geek Girl says, not sure why there is no weather on any of the D2 planets. I know, well, I mean, it seems like Titan gets a little Seattle rain, right? I think so. Joshua, so we have to pay for the September update. They did not discuss that at all. I'm going to assume, this is me speculating, I'm going to assume it's going to be like a Taken King. I'm going to assume, look, in Destiny 1, we bought a season pass. We had the Dark Below. We had the House of Wolves. And then in the Taken King, we paid, what was the Taken King? Was that 30 or 40 bucks? I think it was, no, Rise of Iron was 30. I think Taken King was 40 bucks. But if we all look back at it, the Taken King had oodles of content, and it also changed the way we play Destiny 1. It changed everything. Cotton Tyler, is that the keto diet? No, man, just trying to cut down on carbs, really. Because when I do Muay Thai, I burn a lot of calories, man. And why is everyone saying 40 in chat right here? Are you going to Chipotle in Queen Center Mall? No, Chipotle over near Lake Success. Let's see. Did I just miss? Why is everyone typing 40 in chat? Okay, thanks, Time Splitter. Let me see that DM right there. Okay. I believe it's an adventure called The Invitation from the Emperor. Oh, okay. On Nessus, it got the intro. Oh, okay. All right, thanks, Time Splitter. Yeah, I think I remember Bife made a video on that, I think, early on. I'll definitely go back and check that out. Hey, Mesa, did they mention how many new exotics we're going to get? No. We tried to probe them for that. Mark says the Taken King was... Oh, okay, that's why you're saying 40. God. Okay, now that you put dollar signs behind... When I saw 40, I was like, why is everyone saying 40? No, Jabo 895, 40. Sorry, guys. I'm on no sleep, and I was up at 4. My flight was at 7. I took a slight nap. Do you ever drink Kumbaka? Am I pronouncing that right? What is that? Jorge. You miss PD? What's PD? Is that Planet Destiny? I think they're rebooting. Can I buy Warmind DLC without purchasing Curse of Osiris? Or will I have to buy Curse of Osiris, then Warmind? That, my friend, is a good question. That I don't have the answer to. I think you might have to buy both. But I know that for DLC maps for PvP, you just have to own Destiny 2 and you can play all the maps. But if you want to go into private matches, you have to, you have to own the DLC. Alright, so here's what I do immediately. So I don't take up vault space. I go right to that shader. Where are you? Shader. No, shaders are here. Wait, hold on. I gotta sort by new. Here it goes. And I dismantle it right away so I keep everything nice and clean. Mesa, do you have any clan opening minds falling apart? Brian, man, I'm in Rezo, but to be honest, I never play with Rezo. Most of them are, I think, PvP streamers, and I'll be frank, a lot of them tapped out on D2. They've been playing Fortnite, if they're PvP people, they play Fortnite. And you know what? I've been upfront. I was offered money to do sponsored videos for Fortnite before it blew up. And I tried it, and I was honest with them. I said, listen, it's a fun game, but I'm terrible at it, and I'm not into Battle Royale games. It's really not my thing. And I don't want to waste your time and my subscribers' time with trying to post something just for a cash grab that I'm just not into, man. I miss exotic swords. Do you think they will bring them back? I miss them too, and I hope they bring them back. I really do. Are they going to make strikes have the option for fight team or matchmaking? Well, strikes you can matchmake now, man. Jerkat, what's up, Jerkat? Check. Okay, yeah. So if you're looking for a clan, yeah, WTF Game Nation. They're over on Twitch. Definitely follow them on Twitch. But also, I'm gonna put in chat my Destiny PS4 Facebook community. I founded it with 2 people because we were in a Kills on Shadowfall community, and they got mad at us because we were posting Destiny. I think it was alpha and beta stuff. But if you go to this community, it's a great LFG, and also it's a great place for people who are looking for clans. Let's see. Rhino, what's up, dude? Zartu, any word about deleting shaders? Please tell me they have some info. I don't think we really discussed that. I think we went in there with our priorities. Not so much on shaders. You know what? Yes, it's a pain in the butt, but I just can't say that. Yeah, shaders was not on our list of priorities. What are you most excited about for the expansion? Tune in this week. I can say that. Hey, Mesa Sean, anything big to hope for? Destiny? Lots to be excited for. Chris, you don't have Facebook anymore. Look, I hate Facebook. I absolutely hate it. I have a personal profile that I'm friends with all my college boys and stuff, but I only use it for my Destiny PS4 Facebook community. Is Eververse being addressed? Actually, Eververse didn't even really come up at all, because I think we're all over it right now. You know what I mean? I think Bungie did a good job of shifting everything to the game, put things in the game outside of Eververse. You know what I mean? Let's see what else. So, guys, let's see. It's 9:13. All right, guys, I have to get in my truck and bolt it to Chipotle so I can get some dinner here because I'm starving. And then I have videos to work on for a certain embargo date at a certain time, which you'll find out at a certain tune. Let's see. I have how many gigs of? Let's see. I have. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna tell you how much footage I have. Oh, I have a folder. It's called Warmind. What's in this folder? It is... How many gigs? I have almost 20 gigs of footage of the next something, which I can't show or talk about just yet. So, let's do a recap. First off, big thank you to all the donators tonight, but more importantly, big thank you to all the sponsors in chat. Big thank you to TimeSplitter, because you are such an asset when modding, man, because I can't read chat and mod at the same time. But let's give a quick shout out at the end to the new sponsors. We have Simon Shepard. Thank you so much for the sponsor. Welcome to the Mesa Army. We got Blank Face. Thank you so much. We got Iron MA1 Den. Is it Maiden? No, Iron Maiden. God, I'm a Metallica fan. I should recognize that. But that's a cool play on words there. Zeke Cobb, thank you so much for the sponsor. Rebel Wild, thank you for the sponsor. And Brian Glenn, thank you for the sponsor. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of new ones today, so you guys are awesome. So I'll be streaming next a console play, and also everyone who is a sponsor already. Thank you guys. Ryan, Jabo, Timesplitter. Let's see, Brian Glenn, you're here. Console play. I'm just scrolling up through chat so I can see. Timesplitter, Jerkat, Michael, Destroyer was in here before. Jabo. I'm Geek Girl. I got a terrible memory, but I'm remembering all your names, hopefully, slowly but surely. I'll be streaming Monday night, Guardian Radio right here, at 8:30 p.m. Mark from I was about to say K-Dub. Mark from Guardian Radio also went to the Destiny Summit, so he'll be there to give feedback also. So we'll be talking about that Monday night, and then Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'll be streaming the Bungie stream from here on YouTube, and I'll be commentating over it. I have permission from Activision. We'll be talking about it afterwards, but you might want to pay attention to your subscription feed after the stream, because maybe call me kooky, call me wacky, call me crazy. I might have some really cool stuff that I need to go work on tonight after I get my food all night, because actually on my flight home I edited for 4 to 5 hours footage that I have of something new that I'm excited to show you guys and share with you guys. And that's it. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much. I love you all. This was a really fun stream. I like having these streams where I could just get together. Oh, hold on. One more donation before we go. From Whatever, thank you for the donation. Is there something you saw or heard coming in September that has you very excited for, like the Taken King happened, changed, NDA safe answer? Is there something? No. I'll do you better. There are some things that I saw, heard, and I was going to use another term besides saw and heard. Yes, there was some things, plural, that I am extremely excited about. I can't say that. I can't say what, or I can't say if I did anything, but I'll leave it at that, and I'm entering Babel mode. So, hold on, last one. Would hoarding Iron Banner tokens be a smart move? Look, I'm stashing my Iron Banner tokens in the vault, because I think if you put your Iron Banner tokens in the vault, they don't disappear. I've heard other people say that. Some people say they do disappear on your character. So, so any Iron Banner tokens I have, and I think I just got to play a little bit before I left, which was not much. So what do I have, tokens-wise? Yeah, I have 80 tokens so far, but I'm stashing mine in the vault, so that when the next Iron Banner hits, I can hopefully buy some stuff right away that Salad Head has to sell. So, all right, guys, I need to go get some food, and that's it. I am out of here.